Hi Aries, welcome in to your reading. Welcome in, welcome in. I think we're on, the third week? Yeah, we're going to be doing the third week of June. Okay, let's see what's going on for you and what Spirit's got going on. Let's see. We're finally getting out of this this Gemini energy. Sorry, I'm just flipping some cards around. Make it fair and balanced for you guys. Yeah, that's it. Let's see what's going on here for you. Aries, please. Third week of June, please. Okay. Should be good enough. Well, I love it. It's promising already. The Star card. All right, so we're just going to keep that out. Tell us more for the situation, please. Tell us more for the situation. You guys are remaining positive and hopeful, and you should be. Some of you are actually starring, like you're some kind of stardom, like talking about famous stardom, or you are a star of some kind. Sometimes the cards are literal. Okay, Two of Wands in the World, another major arcana. You are definitely at a crossroads in your life. You know you're about to start a new chapter. This is why you're positive and you're hopeful. You can almost feel it in your bones. You can almost feel like the energies are shifting for you. And they are. As soon as we're done with Gemini season, things are very much looking up for you. And your abundance is really trying to come in again. 100%. Five of Pentacles in reverse. I could have sworn I put these up right. But of all the shitty cards in the deck, that's the one you want upside down. All right. What is it that is coming towards Aries, please? Third week of June, because now we're getting into Cancer season. So the energies are shifting to be a little bit more softer, more on the emotional side. Okay, Page of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Interesting, the Fool. Oh, wow, Aries, what is going on here? Fool, back here is your card. Star and the World, Sagittarius, Aquarius. Four of Cups, this is somebody running away that feels like it's unrequited love. Either you're doing this or they are. Like they're just like, bye, not for me, I'm out. So if you're getting invitations by somebody or some kind of invitation, even like a job proposal, someone here feels like, it's not for me, it's not my style. I almost rather be alone, thank you very much. That's what the Fool card is saying over here. I'd rather take a leap of faith and a risk and be by myself than have my inner peace disturbed by you. Like, really. Took me forever to get here. I know me now. And that was the whole point of Gemini season. It was to influence you in that direction. It was meant to influence your ideas and the way that you feel and you think. Because I know there was times where you felt like exploding the past few weeks. But you didn't let it hold you back. You still, went forward with who you are. Determined. That's a good thing. You just have to be a little bit more patient. But the cool thing about those energies for you, Aries, was you do know what you want. You know where you're going. And you know how to apply yourself. You're feeling more confident. So with that said, you're ghosting a situation. Or they are. But I feel for the bulk of you, it's mostly you. We'll clarify and we'll see later what that means. What is it what Aries doesn't see coming their way? What is the surprise? Okay. I hate to say this, but it is what it is for me. Death and the Knight of Pentacles. For me, I know I must be the only reader out there who feels this way about the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles in general as a card talks about it's the slowest knight in the deck. Knights deliver messages or certain actions. But the Knight of Pentacles, because it's an earthly card, it's a pentacle, it's tangible, it's in your 3D realm, moves slowly. Why does it move slowly? It moves slowly because it's cautious. Because this person before them sees the road ahead and they're trying to pave it with gold, that pentacle that you see. They're trying to slowly go towards the horizon, but now it's mixed with death. Death is ending and transition, okay? It makes a lot of sense because in your starting position is the world. The world is starting a new chapter, but what you don't see coming, there's an ending of some kind. And for me, always when I read this card, and before this card came out, I was like, oh, why are we picking up the pieces and moving slowly? This is picking up the pieces of what was left behind. It's like, knock on wood, your house burns down, there was a big fire. You go back in and you collect the little things that you want to salvage and take forward into your future. You're like, other things that you see in the wreckage, you're like, I'll leave that there. I'll leave that there in the death and the decay that has ended in shambles. I don't need a reminder of that. I'm going to take some of these memories, pictures, whatever, memorabilia. Other stuff, you're just leaving it. This is the person who picks up the pieces and cautiously moves forward, right? But when you have death combined with it, something's ending and you're starting something new. So as you're starting this new journey, this new path, you're just being careful. Because you want to, how can I put this? You want new stability. You want healthy love. You want a healthy job. You want something that brings in income, that you feel job security, or you feel, a relationship security, all those kind of vibes. All right, let's continue and see what advice is saying. Advice, please. What's the advice here for Aries, please? All right, the Emperor and the Ace of Wands, fabulous, fan-fucking-tastic. All right, first and foremost, here's your card again. And the card that just spilled out like this, I had to read it. Emperor is not just an Aries card, but it's like bossing up. And in your advice, that's what it's telling you to do. It's time to have a passionate new beginning. Start that passionate new project. Have that passionate new beginning with the person. You are the one who needs to boss up. All right, not that that's a problem for you. And over here, it's just talking about you being single or, your financial independence. So if you want your financial independence, start that project you've always been passionate about. If you are single, you have to start somewhere. So have that passionate new beginning. All right, I'm going to stick it back in the deck. That one that just slid out. Let's see if it comes out in. The outcome for the week. Chariot. That's a Cancer card. Okay. Oh, shit. Interesting. And Queen of Wands, which is you at the bottom of the deck. All right, let's continue. First and foremost, this deck happens to have one extra card above all the other decks. And not that I got a chance to study it, but I believe it is. It is the World card. Here's the other one. It's funny because as you start is how you end, starting that new chapter. Some of you, if it's literal, it's talking about taking a trip around the world, not across the street, not a road trip. I mean like a far distance. Anyway, the only difference is that I'm vibing off this card is that it's like you're in a washing machine and you're going through all these changes between death and ending and transitioning and new. You're going through that transition, and this is what it feels like. Feels like sometimes you're sleeping with a wolf, which you probably fucking are, but you are switching over. And it's like you're trying to be careful. That's also probably why you have the Knight of Pentacles. You're trying to be careful. You know you're starting a new chapter. You know you have to do something, but there's some kind of pressure on you of some kind. It feels like you have to be sensitive to a situation. Feels like you're tiptoeing, not like on eggshells per se, but the whole transition makes you feel a little uneasy. But you are focused and you are moving forward. There's just, I don't want to say trepidation because I don't see that yet. I just feel like it's a little emotional, probably also since we're going into Cancer season. You're going to be feeling this weird mix-up. You also have the Ace of Pentacles, which for me is fantastic. It's beautiful. It's a fresh new start that is solid. This is like, let's be boyfriend, girlfriend. This is brand new job. This is new promotion. It's new. And it's coming like this a little bit. It's like you're trying to be careful. You're trying to be cautious because I don't know if it comes with like, what's the word I'm looking for? Comes with like ties of some kind, strings attached. That's what I'm looking for. But you're focused. You're not letting yourself derail. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, you are being you. You're being creative. You're being genuine. You're being who you want to be. And it's like if they don't fit in your bubble, they don't fit. You tell them to kick rocks and blow bubbles their own way. Alrighty. Let's start. This is a brand new deck. I don't know what the name of it is. I'm going to look it up and put it in the description box below. I know some of you were asking to put the description of the cards. This is the Witch's Tarot. There's a link now on YouTube that I added onto the videos if you're interested in buying it or whatever. So I add it there. But if it's not, I'll just write the name of the deck underneath. I will sell anything, by the way. Two of the Star, the Two of Wands, and the World. Clarify, please. Yeah, so the cards are dead on. The World is clarified by the World. It is definitely... No, I'm sorry. This is the Wheel of Fortune. I take it back. But still, they go hand in hand. You are having a second chance. Now I understand this. Like that strings attached feeling I was getting. I think you are... Something might have happened. Maybe you had an argument. Maybe... And this could be your boss, your lover, whoever. Maybe you had some kind of hiccup, some kind of issue. You're getting a second chance because luck is on your side. Because the universe is trying to say, look, you have a new chance here. That's why the World is there, and that's why the Wheel of Fortune is there. They're giving you another opportunity. But you have two choices, this path, that path, this person, that person. And you're trying to remain positive and hopeful. But at the bottom of the deck, I do love the fact that somebody thinks of you as successful. Or somebody has come back and, tried to resurrect your relationship. What is the Four of Cups and the Seven of Swords? That by far is interesting to me. Why is it covered by Justice and Judgment and Two of Pentacles? Okay. Somebody here is weighing, and this could be you, it could be them, weighing your pros and cons, juggling left and right, trying to make a very difficult decision, Judgment, on what's fair, balanced, and honest, doing something karmically correct. But it's interesting that somebody is running away in the middle of the night or just ghosting from something that seems or feels unrequited. But those are the energies behind that action. It's just like somebody is making that decision. What's the fair, balanced, honest choice? Do I leave? Do I ghost? Or do I say something, do something? I've got to make a decision here. Do I give this person a chance? What do I do? You find your balance and you be honest. Is what you do. Yeah, Five of Swords. It's bothering you a little bit. There's like some mental anguish. You're going over and over again in your head. Death and Knight of Pentacles. Can be a coworker, can be your lover. Holy shit. You are trying to manifest something here, but it just feels a little unrequited. You're trying to take action. You're communicating here with someone. You're like, if phone calls are going back and forth, text messages are going, emails are going back and forth. But there's a new transitioning happening here between you and someone else. Sorry, my throat is closing up. It's this person here. Doesn't seem interested, doesn't seem happy, but there's still communication going back and forth. Somebody here is trying to manifest a situation, though. I think it's you, Aries. You're trying to manifest a better scenario, a better situation for yourself, and you're trying to transition something that has ended for you mentally. Like maybe it could be as small as and innocent as something as like you have a coworker that's a fucking thorn in your side, or that is like gets in your way. And in your mind, you realize what kind of person you're dealing with. So then, to you, they're dead to you. They're just fucking dead. So now you know you need to be cautious. So you move forward slowly. Others of you, it could have been the end of a relationship, and now you're picking up the pieces and you're slowly moving forward. You could be ending one situation and going into another because you still have an Ace of Pentacles in your outcome. You are still manifesting a situation where your current situation is undesirable. All right, so you're trying to do certain things by having these messages or taking these little actions back and forth in order to better your circumstance. But the problem is you're still holding on to something. Maybe an old way of thinking, maybe a person, maybe a job, something like that. That is why it's telling you here in your advice, you need to boss up and start something new. That's either passionate for you, because they're wands and you are a wand. Those are action-oriented cards. Something that talks to your spirit. You know what I mean? Like Aries people, they're passionate creatures. So what's passionate to you? Let's see. The Empress and the Fool. Okay. So there's a possibility here for some of you guys where you have the Emperor and the Empress, where you can be a power couple and start that passionate new beginning. You just have to take a risk. You just have to take a leap of faith and a risk. Conversely, some of you, and you should know who you are in your circumstance or situation, that applies to somebody you kind of are talking to, somebody that's kind of new, somebody, you know, a situation where you, if you gave it your effort and they gave it theirs, you could be a power couple, you could start something new together. Conversely, for those of you that have been dealing with something for so long with somebody, and you feel like your worth and your value is being diminished by them or even subjugated, it's time for you to cut that cord and be alone. You know who I'm talking about. You should know. If you've been like flip-flopping, you know, you have one foot out the door, you want to separate, you've been wanting to separate for like years now, that talks to you. All right? Some of you can also be talking to an earth sign. That could be in regards to an earth sign. Continue, which is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It can also refer to somebody who's just very stable, has their shit together, financially, mentally, all of the above. All right, outcome please with this World card. It is definitely the World card. Interesting. I'll show you in a minute just to prove it. Okay, cool. So you have the King of Cups and the Six of Swords. The King of Cups and the Six of Swords talks about somebody who's emotionally available, someone emotionally mature. And the Six of Swords talks about mentally disengaging or leaving someone or something behind, but more on a mental scope. So you are leaving something that's difficult and you're going towards something that's a lot smoother. Now, those are just the clarifiers to what this new beginning is referring to. I suspect there's somebody here who's emotionally or a little sensitive to you. Can be a Cancer. I do see Cancer here with Chariot. Doesn't have to be, because I also see Sagittarius there. But they might be offering you a new job for some of you, or a new relationship, this type of character, this type of person. And it's going to leave you in this position where you're going to have to choose. Ooh, look, baubles. Which bauble is right for me? Which snow globe is good for me? Let me shake them all up and see what's right for me, Aries. So that is what's going to be happening to you with this type of energy for the week. Back to the World card. It might feel chaotic. It might feel like you're in a salad and you just got, you know, tossed. So interestingly enough, I love how this deck has two World cards. All right, let me show you the difference between the two. The first one, you see a snake eating a snake. That's just another symbology towards something that's infinity, right? What's also the symbol of infinity? The infinity symbol, which is right there at the bottom. But looking at this picture, isn't it interesting how this person's like hugging a fucking wolf? A goddamn wolf. I guess they don't know you, Aries. It's like a lion is chasing you and then you could be the wolf, and you turn around and it's like, click. Fear stops the minute you face it. End of story. All right, let's continue. Romance angels, what you got here for me? I'm actually going to put up like something in my Instagram for those of you who follow me at Elpis Enlightenment regarding that last thing I said about fear stopping the moment you face it. It's a pretty cute little gift that I saw. All right, Aries, please. What do you see, romance angels? Say less. Separation, flirt, reconciliation. Okay. We're going to know, obviously, when we clarify these cards with Tarot in the extended readings. So those of you who don't know, you need to be a member to see my extended readings. They're worth it because you get access all month long. And not just to Aries, to other extended videos. Anyway, long story short, let's break this down. You could have been separated with someone and now you have a reconciliation after you had started flirting. Others of you, you separated from somebody. All right? And you're reconciling with someone else. There's a little flirt situation. I don't know, but I do like this Ace of Pentacles with this person who is emotionally available. So that goes that in the love realm. Let us do the Wisdom House and Knight. Let's see what's going on here. Wisdom House and Knight, what you got for my beautiful Aries? We have to go back to doing an enlightenment thing. Okay. Aries, please. I'm trying to find the cards. Not available. All right. Fragment. Okay. This is going to make sense to this card that I just described, like where you feel like a tossed salad. That's funny. Oh, sorry for the wait, guys. Here we go. Sometimes it seems that life is split into so many parts, all of them separated and difficult to bring together. Friends, family, work, study, activities can all seem unrelated to each other. My child, you're always whole. Even if at times it feels like things are separated and fragmented, that's only an illusion. Choosing this symbol reminds you that all moving parts of your life are important. If the one you're asking about is confusing, focus on the one that does bring you clarity. Be here and now and know that I, the universe, love you and see you as beautiful and whole, regardless of how disconnected things seem right now. Also, remember to take a step back when you're trying to understand something. You might be only looking at a piece of a great puzzle, a fragment of the truth. See the whole picture through my eyes, and no matter what, all will be well. So maybe not so microscopic. Maybe if you look at it at a macro level, it might bring a little bit more understanding to you, whatever your situation is. All right. Other times I feel like when I see that card, if you're trying to reconcile something, it's like a fractured mirror, right? A fragmented mirror. You're going to glue it back together and you're only going to cut yourself doing it. All right. So we'll see in the extended what's going on. Everyone else, I'll see you next week.